Hey, I'm Jay Gregg, and on today's show, we're in Weldon, North Carolina, on the Roanoke River, and we're going striper fishing with George Beckwith, our guide of Down East Guide Service, and our guest today is going to be Kelly Harrell with the North Carolina Wildlife Habitat Foundation. It's all coming up next.
Carolina Outdoors with Jay Gregg.
That's the bottom.
Sure sounds good, though, don't it?
That's the bottom.
Yep.
Hold the spool. There we go.
Yep.
Came off.
Oh, it sure did.
There you go. That's it.
Get it.
The bottom. There he is. All right, wind yours in.
He's okay. You go ahead.
Yeah, wind yours in,
Yeah.
I think you had the bottom.
All right, let's see if we can't take a look at this one.
Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay.
Come on around on this side of the boat, fish.
Jay, could you try not to lose him at the boat this time?
I'm going to show you this one, Kim.
Okay, all right, sure.
Got to get this joker in before we run.
Oh, God, that's a nice one there. Now, look at that thing. Hey, that's a good one there. Oh, yeah. Come back over here.
Pretty good.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
That's a typical Roanoke River rockfish.
That is pretty there, man.
Hey, pretty work, man. These barbless hooks come right out.
Now, tell me, what's the rules on as far as keeping the fish and all? This time of year, you can't, right?
Yeah, and the keeper season ends the end of April. So in May, it's all catch and release only. This is when the fish are spawning. A lot of times when you get a fish up to the boat, you'll see 3 or 4 with them that are trying to spawn with it.
Well,
So
that first
makes
fish,
them fight
one
harder.
came up.
It
Yeah.
makes them fight harder.
That's a good fighting fish. Just get him back in the water and rebait.
Let's go do it again, man.
George, tell us a little bit about what we're fishing with here.
Yeah, we're just using shad or we used to use river herring, catch river herring out of the Roanoke River, but the river herring stocks are in big trouble, so we can't use the river herring anymore. Mm-hmm. These are coming out of the lakes, or alewives, or threadfin shad. Anything will work. I mean, the fish are thick enough. Any live bait will work. Regular old bass minnows. I'm using braided line, a little 1/4 ounce slip weight, a barrel swivel Carolina rig, man. Carolina outdoors.
Just,
we're fishing with Carolina rig.
Just like flounder fishing.
And we're using just about 1.5 foot of 15-pound mono. We get hung up a bunch, so we want to keep the weight, keep the lead off the bottom, and that way if we get hung up, we'll just break that mono off and leave the hook and keep everything
now,
else.
Are you catching these? Or you
I'm buying them.
Okay.
I'm buying them.
Just any bait store would have them? Or?
Any bait store have them. This time of the year, fresh bait is easy to find. Lots of people are selling fresh bait.
Well, there's a lot of people down here.
There's a lot of fish. Now cast back over there and get me another one.
We'll do it.
That was a good hit.
You had one?
Yeah, he hit it hard.
Now, how's things at the foundation?
Things are well. We did really well on our extravaganza back in February out of Grandover, and appreciate y'all coming up and being there with us. And all of your
We had a
support
ball.
y'all did. It was a lot of fun. We raised a lot of money. We raised over $50,000 for the foundation, which we'll use this year to go back to all of our different projects. Got a lot of projects that are going on, and that it's just we can't do it without the support of all of our guests that come to the extravaganza and folks like you that support us with the TV show. And it was a great year, and it's a tough economic year. We weren't expecting as much, but a nice hit.
I jerked it, and George is pointing the finger at me.
Okay.
Now, how many years has the extravaganza been going on?
Well, we really started it right after the foundation began, and that was almost 15 years ago. I think we're in our 15th year's existence as a foundation. And we started the extravaganza very small, just a way to help raise money.
Yeah.
And these last few years, they've gotten bigger and better. And when we moved into Grandover, it really just took off. And we've got
What a beautiful place too, man. God, Grandover is beautiful.
It is a beautiful facility, and we're lucky to be there. And we just, every year it's gotten better and better. We sell it out every year, sell every ticket, and it's a time where we celebrate everything that's happening in the foundation and all that we're doing to help preserve wildlife habitat. And Eddie Bridges and Tina Corey that just worked so hard on it.
Right.
You met Eddie and Tina. They just do such an incredible job, and everybody has a good time, and I think this year was an exceptional one.
Yeah. That's great things going on in North Carolina. It's just, even like this trip here, George donated this to us.
You always got somebody bait your hook.
Well, I'm fishing on credit, George.
Your credit ain't that good. The cats are right out there catching.
Too much talk, not enough fishing. All right, let me show you how to catch another one.
I'm gonna throw out here too. I'm gonna go right beside you. See, my fish is right beside yours.
Right.
Mine's just a little hungry.
Go right ahead. Oh, perfect. Let me show you how it's done. You hold your tongue right.
We just, George and Down East Guide Service were so kind to be able to donate this trip to us, and it really was designed to. We've got a great supporter in Eric Montross, who's played Carolina basketball.
Right. There we go.
And there he is. There he is.
You did good that time. See, you didn't.
I didn't
the
jump
hook.
or
Yeah,
anything.
that's right. Just right. Keep it tight.
Yeah, I could feel you back there staring at me. He's not as big as that last one. I believe this is a killifish. I'm sorry, man. I can't help it.
I know.
I can't help it.
That's all right.
I'm just
I've
tickled
been
to
abused
death.
fishing before.
Hey, normally I'm the
I'm gonna
one.
go around you.
Go right ahead. Let's do the little fishing dance.
Yes, we are.
Come on up. Look at that.
Look, your bait was almost that big. Come on.
Hey, you still a fish, brother.
That's right. Still
Mark me down for one.
All right. Good job. Good job.
Now, George, what are these fish eating? I mean, of course they're eating.
Anything they can get their lips around.
Right.
You almost got it down there. There we go. Good job. That fish is making his first trip up here. He's a little male, and he's what we're seeing here is that other one was a nice female. This is a little male. I think that they're downstream starting to spawn this afternoon. It's a real warm afternoon. The water temperature's warming up, and I think that we can go downstream in a little while. We're gonna catch a couple more here. So
Got one right here.
Just got one right there on the jig. But we're gonna catch a couple more here and then go downstream and really show you what this fish was about.
Hung up. Caught a rock. What you got, a tarpon? All right. That's some good acting.
Oh,
Oh, he's got one. He's got one.
Fish on.
Oh, Sneaky Kelly.
Sneaky.
Come on, man. You got to let us know what you're doing now. Good fish.
There we go.
That's great. Let's take a quick picture if we can do that.
This little thing?
Well, you want to wait?
Yeah, let's get a big
Better
one.
get one.
That little thing.
It's a pretty color. Touch him, touch him. Good luck.
Yeah. Here, real quick. Just,
Hey, you hold him. Got to get a picture.
There you go. There you go, Jeff. Turn around. Mr. Chase. Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Yep.
Hold him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Then it makes him look bigger. Got him.
Got it. Great.
Well, George, while we're getting set up here, tell me about these striped bass. I mean, I've heard about them all my life, but they're coming out of the ocean.
Well,
Is that
yeah,
correct?
it's a phenomenal success story, and it has to do with a lot of cooperation with different agencies. And these fish, we're going to see them spawning here in a little bit. There's a little patch of them spawning right there. But they move up the river to those falls. They'll go above the falls and they'll stage, and then when they're ready to spawn, they drop right back. They spawn late in the afternoons, and when they spawn, the eggs have to drift in the current for 72 hours to hatch.
Wow.
And what used to happen is, this is a hydroelectric river. So I mean, there's 3 dams above here: Lake Gaston, Carr Lake, Smith Mountain Lake, and Roanoke Rapids reservoirs immediately above it. But what would happen is the fish come up to spawn, and they spawn late in the afternoon. That's when people are getting home and they're running the washing machines and the dryers and cooking dinner. So they're generating electricity. So the water, we got the water flow. The fish would spawn, but late at night when people went to bed, they didn't need the electricity, so they shut the water off. All the eggs would settle to the bottom and die.
Wow.
So about 20 years ago, the Fish and Wildlife Service, Wildlife Resources Commission in North Carolina, Virginia Power, they all got together and came up with an agreement to maintain water flow through this river during the spawning season. And since then, it's been on. I mean, every year we've got good representative year classes of all different sizes of fish, from little itty bitty ones just a year or two old to 30, 40 pounders. They shocked a 50 pounder up the other day.
Wow.
And when I first came up here in 1996, it was hard to catch an 18-inch keeper fish.
Yeah.
Now they're a dime a dozen, and those fish we were catching 15 years ago,
They're monsters.
studs. They're monsters. Now you can see right here we're drifting on them. These fish are suspended. They're not biting real good. We're going to get some bites on a fly rod, and this is a great place for fly fishing, because the fly rods can outfish anything else you're using when it's a situation like this and they're suspended. And they're coming up later in the day. We're going to see more and more of that spawning action. Let's ride down and see if we can see some of it right now. But you can see this is where everybody's fishing.
Right.
This is where they all are. And there's a good reason. There's a pile of fish here. But no matter how crowded it gets, we do a real good job of getting away from the crowds and getting up where not everybody's going to go.
Today.
And you know, it's fishing down here and make you appreciate those quiet places a little bit more.
Well, you've got them. You've got them. You've been throwing that thing a while, ain't you?
Hey, I'm gonna get one of this cast. There he is, right there. See what I'm
My
talking
foot.
about?
Yeah, you do.
Man, as soon as I moved that joker,
My foot.
found with her.
That, man, look at that.
Now we're gonna get you catching one. That's a good one. Man, this is just a different.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a good fish.
Look at the fish around it. They're coming up
yeah.
to spawn with it.
Oh my! Look at all the fish coming under. Now, that's a male, you think?
Well,
Or
that's a male, but they think it's a female.
They think that it's-
or they're
yes.
crashing around. They think it's some spawning activity, so they come up and check it out.
I mean, they must be just everywhere in this
Oh
water.
man, it's unbelievable. And we're gonna get you catching one.
Nice fish. Nice.
We're gonna get you doing the same thing.
What a beautiful fish.
So I'm gonna show you one more time.
I got you. Y'all, welcome to the George Beckwith Show.
Hey, you need a co-host?
I tell you, man. Like I told you earlier, I don't know if you can stand the pressure, but I
Oh,
tell you,
man.
my arm hurt so bad from catching fish earlier today.
You've been down there on our boat in Costa Rica. I hadn't had a chance to meet you, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and look forward to doing it again. Do a lot more stuff. We got a lot of neat stuff here in North Carolina.
Man, you got so many different things you can do. It's great. You just got a great service.
Always something going on. I'm gonna get you to cast this rig.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or strip it in at the very least. You can
All right,
do
let's
it
see
right.
here. Just jerking it, right?
Put that right there, and then pull it. Hold the rod in.
From
Get
this way.
little short snaps. Hold the rod right steady, and snap, snap, snap.
Straight down.
Yep, straight down. Just keep snapping, fast as you can go.
I don't know this. Oh, that'll burn too, won't
It'll
it?
burn now. You got to get some calluses built up. Keep stripping now. I need a little tape on that finger.
Now, why has it got two different lines on it?
The black part's the sinking line. That's what sinks down and gets the fly down, and the orange line floats a little bit.
All
Let's
right.
see. Take that off right there.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do a roll cast.
I'll do what?
Yeah, maybe,
But I mean, I'm a Zipco man.
all right, maybe I need to cast and let you strip. Although I ain't real sure I want to see you stripping either.
I think we've had too good of a time on this trip.
That's right. We get to know each other too good. Try it one
Give me
more
that.
time.
Give me that. Watch a
Watch a professional.
back here, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Point the rod straight down.
And do it fast.
Do it fast.
Well, George, I'm gonna tell you what, bud. We have had a ball here, and we're gonna keep on fishing. Folks, for a great experience hunting, fishing, anything, you got to give George a call at Down East Guide Service. We have just had a ball, man. Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Come back and see us.
Well, until next week, we'll see you on Carolina Outdoors.
Come on.